The first thing is, let's take a look at this one. The junipers here, they've got a little bit of dead material underneath them, but I don't think that's going to be a huge problem. But the one right next to it is an example of how these junipers can get. It's, I think, a serious enough example to where we can look at it and get a lesson from it. Look at all the fine material up underneath here. And of course, we're bending over and getting in here, but it takes nothing for firebrands to lodge under here and ignite this. Look at the dead grass and the juniper needles that have deposited in here. This is a perfect ignition bed. This juniper can then begin to burn. Well, this green canopy is close enough to this wood wall to where there easily could be flames touching this wood wall. And most likely that's going to be enough to ignite this house. Now we have some other nooks and crannies that we need to pay attention to. We'll start here at the window ledge with this inset window. One of the things that really needs to be attended to is any deposition of needles that's here in the window ledge. This can catch firebrands potentially. The needles have been dropping in here and depositing, which means that if needles drop in here and deposit, that's also going to be where firebrands can drop in and deposit. So the firebrands drop in, they begin to ignite the fine fuel bed of the needles, and that starts igniting in the cracks of the window box with this fascia. But take a look at this. Up here in this crevice, we've got all kinds of material that's collecting right here in between this box and the side of the structure. Lots of fine fuel in here to catch firebrands, ignite. Lots of cracks in here. We've got you know, lots of gaps in here for it to continue to ignite, even large wood chips. So this is an extreme problem. And if a fire came through here, ignited on this, burned the structure down, we'd look at this afterwards and wonder, how did this occur? Well, we've been talking about the walls and the base of the house. We haven't really hit on the roof yet and the things that adjoin the roof. Now, in this particular case, we've got a metal roof, which is non-flammable. If this roof were anything other than flammable wood and, well, in some places even thatch, believe it or not, the roof is essentially non-flammable. But you know, one of the things that's very interesting, if you look, now this is a very steep roof, and so there isn't anything that's deposited right up here next to this wood wall where the roof adjoins the wood wall. But I've seen in some cases where the roof isn't as steep a pitch and there will be trees overhanging the roof, and it'll deposit needle material right up there on the roof next to that wood wall. And that needle material can then ignite from firebrands and potentially start that wood wall on fire. Most of the destroyed homes that I've examined didn't ignite from the big flames of the crown fires that passed through the area. They've mostly ignited from the small ignitions on and around the home. That means that the homeowner can do the things that are necessary to help their home survive those wildfires.